Welcome to another edition of the GrAE Area. I'm Isaiah Rose, Ask Isaiah, and we have the full trio back: Frank Tier, Nick Thomas. Um, we haven't had a chance, all three of us, to really come together and speak about the NBA resuming, and it's official. We haven't got to the date where the games will start, but tentatively everything is locked in and just by the grace of the Most High, if everything goes right, we should be back. But I want to get y'all thoughts on like the idea of the resume and just I know Frank, you had a chance to really look at the schedules and break down games. Like just looking at it from what y'all see and what y'all think, how do y'all feel it will play out?
Wait,
Um.
hold on, Frank. Who's your team?
I mean, I'm a LeBron fan, so I don't have a team.
Oh, okay. So Lakers, just Lakers.
Yeah, Lakers.
All right.
Yeah. LA had a tough schedule, right? So I don't know. I feel like the media may be trying to get the MVP to LeBron.
Because if they like we were saying the other day, if they're able to really run the table or just really be dominant during these final 8 games.
5-3, 6-2 against the third toughest schedule in the league. I mean, I don't think he should get it. I don't think he deserves it. I think it's Giannis' award. But all things considered, being 35, I think they may be trying to itch it his way, right? I think some folks want a reason to give him an MVP this year. And I don't think he's far off of it, but I do think Giannis has it pretty solidified so far. But I mean, we'll see. 8 games to me isn't enough to sway the conversation. If you don't have it by now, I don't think you do have it. But I mean, where the things have happened. So,
what do you think, Dad?
About the schedule?
Yeah, like as far as the Lakers go, they play. They started off against the Clippers. That's July 30th. Then they have Toronto, Utah, OKC, Houston, Indiana, and Denver.
I don't think it's that really tough. I mean, all those games you just mentioned are playoff teams, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I guess they based it off of who they were gonna play before, but they have like a 5-game lead over the Clippers for the top seed. So I think all they gotta do is win about 2-3 games. They should be good.
I mean, in terms
in
terms of the number 1 seed, the Lakers and the Bucks are pretty much in the clear for that. They're not really in danger for that.
But so they might chill. They might chill with LeBron, make him play like 25, 30 minutes. They don't got to rev up because they already got the number 1 seed basically wrapped up.
Right. But then you have teams not necessarily battling for one, but teams like Denver and the Clippers who are fighting 2 and 3. Then you have, OKC, Houston, Utah, that tier team fighting for seeding. So in regards
to your team, the Sixers, they got an easy schedule, I think.
The Sixers have the second easiest schedule. So we're pretty good in that regard, especially getting Ben Simmons back healthy. That should be good. But my whole thing is that everybody needs Indiana to be that 6 seed. Nobody, in regards to playing Philly, like if you have Milwaukee, if you have Toronto, nobody really wants to play the Sixers too early.
Oh my God! Stop.
I think in terms of matchup, they don't want to play.
Unless it's Boston, then I can see it. But Milwaukee will smoke y'all.
I don't think so. I think in the series, because of the matchup size wise, we have enough to throw bodies at Giannis.
Who?
You got Horford, Embiid, Simmons.
Right. Now stop.
And Thibault.
Stop. Y'all will get washed. You want to get that 6 seed to play Boston. That's what you want. Because if you play Boston and you beat them, then you can play Toronto, and that's a better matchup than the Bucks. Don't you think? I mean, I think Toronto will work out too, but You don't want to play the Bucks, man. The Bucks is coming out the East.
Well, I think this. I think that they have the best player, but in terms of team, outside of Giannis putting pressure on the defense and kicking out, I don't really trust their shooters like you do in the regular season and in the playoffs.
Who do Philly got?
In terms of talent or shooters?
Both. Ben Simmons not gonna shoot the rock.
He's not gonna shoot it, but he can score. And you got Embiid.
Bro, he disappears. He disappears in these games. Like he don't even want the ball.
What I do think the last couple of years down the stretch, I mean, and it's obvious, he's not necessarily the scorer that you want with the ball in the fourth quarter. I do think he still finds ways to get 18 to 20 points. So with that said, the same can be said for Giannis down the stretch too. As the playoffs ratchet up, he's not the best scorer down the stretch either.
I mean, I guess he's still the best player in the A, so it's like you can't compare nobody on the Sixers to him. Like you can't compare Ben Simmons to Giannis.
No, I'm not doing that. But I do think Ben plus Embiid, when Embiid's playing at his best, he can be top tier also.
I mean, I guess we'll see. But to answer your question, as far as the schedule, I'm looking at the Pelicans. I just want to see Zion because my team decided to take a stand. We decided to sit this one out.
Oh, that's what happened.
We don't like what's going on in this country. But I just want to see Zion. That's it. I want to see Zion. I already know what the Lakers and Clippers are going to do. They're going to chill. I don't think they're going to go all out. Like, why would they? Why would you risk injury for seeding when the seedings don't even matter? So I just want to see Zion and John Morant, just the rookies. I just want to see the young boys do their thing.
Here's the thing, right? You have that 8th seed. The Grizzlies are 3.5 ahead of New Orleans and Portland, but Portland's gonna get an added bonus of getting Nurkic back and Collins back. With that experience, does that put them? Do you think that puts them in the driver's seat to push for 8, or do you think Memphis has enough to hold on?
I think Memphis is gonna have enough to hold on. I think the Pelicans are gonna have to win every game to even have a shot, and I don't think that's gonna happen.
Yeah,
they might lose this first one to the Jazz, right? Yeah. They play the Jazz, right?
Right.
A 3-game lead with only 8 games is I think hard ground to cover, right? Like I think everything gotta go right for you and everything gotta go wrong for the other team, right? So if Memphis just goes 500, right, and the Pelicans don't win every game, it's a dub, right? So I think it's tough.
Looking at the Grizzlies' schedule, well, the Pelicans
got an easy schedule.
They play Utah, the Clippers, Memphis, Sacramento, Washington, San Antonio, Sacramento, Orlando. That's the Pelicans.
Yeah.
Memphis plays Portland, San Antonio. Mm-hmm. San Antonio won't have LaMarcus Aldridge for this restart.
He's sitting out?
He got surgery. He got surgery during this interim, so he's recovering. Yeah. San Antonio, New Orleans plays Memphis, so that's a game that they can make up.
Yeah.
Okay. Utah, OKC, Toronto, Boston, Milwaukee.
And that's
what surgery did he have? The soldier surgery? LaMarcus,
yeah. He had shoulder surgery.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I remember that.
Memphis schedule ain't the easiest, man.
Right. They have the hardest schedule.
I think people want to see Zion in playoffs.
I want to see that too.
Either way, regardless of if it's all about finishing within 4 games of the 8th seed. If they have that 4-game window, then they'll have a playing. They have a look. I don't know if it's a playing game, playing series, but they're gonna have to have a playing. So it's all about really finishing 9th within that 4-game window.
So wait, the record don't have to be like tied or nothing.
It's gonna be if you're within the 4 games, you can still get it.
That's a little crazy, bro.
I'm not saying just they want Zion in so bad.
They do. Yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, what? Like,
I mean, but it's all about it's all about really. I mean, while New Orleans does have Zion as a team, it's really just him and Ingram. Everybody else is really, Memphis can still play them.
I don't think Memphis beat them in the series, bro. Is
Beat
Zion, B.I., Drew, Zoe?
Yeah, I think the Pelicans are a better team. It's just Zion didn't play the whole season.
Yeah.
I mean that's a fact. Zion is the best rookie. He's just not gonna win Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
Ja's nice too, but he's not Zion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I do think though. I think Portland, like I just said, I think Portland, because of their experience, because they have the best player out of those three teams. You have C.J. McCollum. You're getting Nurkic back. You have a motivated Whiteside. You know that complement of Nurkic and Whiteside could prove to be very problematic for many teams. Even if even if Portland does get in that AC, they could pose an issue for the Lakers. They won't win, but I think they could pose an issue.
Yeah, especially if they can keep it close with LA down the stretch, and Dame does what he does. I don't know, because the last time Dame did what Dame did 48 on LA, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I don't know. A motivated, a healthy Portland team. I mean, Portland probably should have been a playoff team if things didn't go right. Then Dame went on that crazy stretch for that month or so. So I don't know. I think, and so that means Portland also has the same rules apply to Portland also if they finish within 3 or 4 games, right? They could. Yikes! Yeah, and I don't see neither team beating them in the series. I don't see
Memphis or New Orleans.
Nah, I don't see them beating them in the series. New Orleans probably had a good chance, but I think they lose to Portland. Yeah.
If you look at what the Lakers have, we didn't get a chance to speak about who is sitting out. Avery Bradley is one of the players that will be sitting out because he has a son dealing with respiratory issues. Well, how do you feel the Lakers will have to adjust without Avery going forward?
I mean, I think it's a bigger deal than people think, just because we don't know what's going on with this virus, so you need everybody.
Yeah.
I do think he's replaceable, but still, he's a starter on a team that's the best team in the West. So it's gonna be tough. They talking about J.R. Smith and Dion Waiters. Like, nah, I don't see that.
Yeah,
So on the one hand, he's not the greatest. He's kind of replaceable. But on the other hand, since this virus and all this bubble stuff, they're going to need him more than what people think. So I think it's a big loss, actually. And I heard Lou Williams might be sitting out. So I don't know.
He said he was 50-50, but they had to June 24th to let the league know. And he didn't. So far, it's only 4 players that have chosen to sit out. Trevor Ariza, Avery Bradley, Willie Cauley-Stein, and the shooter from Washington.
I mean, Washington ain't doing nothing anyway. So, but still, what Dwight Howard might sit out. I think.
No, he said that prior to the deadline, but when the deadline came, he didn't. So
okay, yeah. So I still think the Lakers could are the best team in the West, and they're gonna come out of it. So I think they'll be all right.
Dev, does Kawhi Low manage still doing these 8 games or not? He got paid.
Yeah, I would.
But then,
I mean, it really don't matter for the Clippers. I don't think it really matters.
How about getting
what
back
seed they get?
Rhythm, right? Because a lot of times the Clippers dealt with chemistry issues the first half of the season, right? They didn't hit their stride till later. So does him possibly low managing mess up their chemistry and they have to get into form once the playoff starts, which is dangerous?
I mean, I think it's gonna be like that for every team.
Okay.
So I would still, if I'm the Clippers, I'm still gonna chill. Let them play their 20 minutes, 25 minutes. And they're ready for the playoffs. That's kind of one of the things I don't like about this NBA season. It's they don't really get enough time to get a rhythm.
Yeah.
They're not even playing 10 games yet, and then they're gonna go to the playoffs. Somebody's gonna get hurt. God forbid, knock on wood. But I just think the injury risk is too high.
It's gonna be tough.
I think they should. Yeah, I think they should just. I know it's money involved. They can say whatever they want about healing power and all that. It's about money. Let's be honest. But I just think it's a short-term thing. It's gonna have long-term effects. So I would just sit this one out, try to work on this virus, try to work on a solution, and get back to it next year.
I don't know, man. I can't see.
You just in love with basketball. We all love basketball, but it's just at the end of the day, it's like, come on, man. What are we really doing?
If you have the resources necessary to prevent, the spread of the virus, then you have to move forward. The NBA obviously does have those resources, so you have to use them. If you have a bubble in which you have players, you have 302 players, only 16 tested positive. That's not even 1%. So that's good. If you follow the procedures like they have in place, and they're saying that even at the start of it, it's gonna become even more stringent, not only for the players but for the workers that work there. If you have that at your disposal, use it. You get what I'm saying? At this point, they have it set up. They have the rules and regulations for the players in terms of not leaving the bubble, which we haven't touched on as well. You know how players will get used to that. You know, a lot of people are wondering, will players feel the need to want to leave or anything like that? It'll be like a big AAU tournament. Everybody on one location, and you just make the best.
I guess. Finish. You that desperate, bro? You want to watch this?
Bro, you need an NBA champion. We've always had an
Is it gonna be legit? Is it gonna be legit?
Why wouldn't it be?
What if everybody in the Bucks get the virus in the Eastern Conference Finals? What they gonna do,
bro? If that's the case, then they'll have to stop play. But if you are testing people every day, then you'll have enough time to quarantine and set up things the way that the league needs it to happen. If the spread is that vast and it's spreading to the point where you can't play, then they'll just stop playing in general. It won't necessarily be, oh, the Bucks can't play, so they're out. If that happens, then the whole thing has to shut down.
Exactly. So, I mean, that'd be whack, though. Come on,
bro.
You know that'd be whack.
But it's not gonna get to that point though, because they're gonna.
How do you know? What are you talking about?
Bro, think about it like this though. Think about it like this. The league shut down when? In March? And since then, you've had a couple of players test positive, but for the most part, they've been able to, quarantine and sustain while we've been on this hiatus. So to only have 16 players test positive out of the 302 there, that's very, very good. If you get on the bubble and everybody is negative, you should be able to finish.
I guess, bro. I don't know. What if LeBron gets it?
Yeah, bro. I'm a little concerned about the workers not staying, them going and leaving, right? I know they're saying that there won't be new players, but I think that's really risky. It is hard to contract from surfaces, but this is the new virus. The CDC and the WHO have pivoted on things from the get, right? So I don't know. And cases are rising in Florida and other parts of the south on westward. So it's tough. Initially, I figured that the workers would stay in the bubble. They're going home now, so they're gonna go home to their men and stuff who they've been in Florida around. I don't know, man. I think it's a little concerning. I hope things go okay, but yeah, the thing about the workers not staying there, I think, a little concerning. They may even come back.
I mean, that does add a different caveat, but them having they're having more stringent testing allows for them to address it immediately, as opposed to it festering and and putting the league at risk, putting the players at risk.
I wonder which tests they have. Like, do they have the ones with instantaneous results? I don't know. Because the ones that folks know is the one that takes days to come back, right? Unless they have like better ones. The UK I know had ones that were quick. I'm not sure if those were like foolproof yet. So we'll see. Because if you're gonna test every day, you'd also need results every day to know what's the one we're quarantine or not. Right? And like sometimes do folks read positive and negative? Sometimes I don't know. It's tough. So we'll see. Hopefully all things go right. But this is gonna be critical. It'll be real critical.
We have a little over a month for the restart. So knowing what we know in terms of just how the season was going on, how will like which team is better suited for the restart? I feel like
I would still say the Lakers.
You still say? I think to you guys' points about rhythm, I think that certain teams that didn't necessarily rely on shooting as their be all end all, I think that those teams will probably be best suited.
Bro, you're not slick. This is your way of just talking about the Sixers.
No, not just Philly.
Yes, it is.
I think like Miami. I think Philly. I think Denver. Teams like that aren't really predicated on shooting will be better suited in the beginning. Once teams get lathered up and their rhythm is good, I think that those teams will obviously rise to the top. But in the beginning, especially when you're off, you don't have your shooting legs, that rhythm isn't necessarily there. Those teams will probably struggle a little bit.
How long is the training camp? Like a week?
Yeah, you got about a week or two, and then you have a couple of exhibition games I think you got 3 exhibition games too.
Bro, did y'all see how Jokic looked and Harden? That don't scare you? Those are 2 of the top 12, 15 players. Like that don't scare you how skinny they look and how they might get hurt.
I mean, it's definitely different. Yeah. I will say though, especially for a player like Harden, who's been extremely durable throughout his career, one of the things that have hampered him over the last couple of years is him kind of breaking down the stretch. Not breaking down in terms of being on the floor, but just in terms of his energy and not necessarily having the same, full throttle type of game as he would at the key junctions of a regular season. So maybe he feels like if he comes down, he could work his way back into, his normal shape once they start playing.
Also, Harden at some point was probably a little too big, so he could have stood to lose something, right? And then that picture was like over a month ago.
Yeah.
So
you thought he was too big?
Not necessarily, but I think he could have stood. I mean, to tighten it up a little bit, possibly because he was running like 220, right? So and he was biggish. So I think losing it, and then building it back differently could stand to help him. That picture was a little over a month ago, so who knows how he'll come back, right? Remember the some of LeBron lost all the weight, and by the time the year started, he was back at 250-260. I know it ain't the same, right? Because it's a different time period, but I mean these guys got trainers, top facilities, right? So I think Harden will be closer to what he was when the year started. I mean I could be wrong, but let's see. I think he'll gain some of that back, but a little differently. I wonder how much he lost.
The thing about those guys especially is, they've been on the husky side, but still have been able to, maintain and sustain year in and year out, playing a lot of games, playing a lot of minutes, especially with Harden. A player like Embiid, who's in supreme physical shape, but doesn't have he falls to attrition every year at the same time every year, and he's still not durable enough to play every single game. It just everybody's body is different. I think that them understanding that they were going to be out for an extended period of time, they brought it down, and now they can work it back. We'll see. I do think though you can't gauge players based on like LeBron, a Westbrook, a Giannis. Those guys are so physically supreme that they're always going to be in shape. You know.
Hold up,
Yeah,
bro.
that's true.
But the league, but to your concern, Devin, the league did provide players with insurance due to the coronavirus and just the threat of potential career ending injury. So they did kind of gauge those concerns similar to you. I think Tatum, Donovan Mitchell, and a small group of players from that rookie class raised those concerns. So we'll have to
Yeah.
see.
Well, who do you think is going to come out of this? Assuming we have a season, assuming everything goes to plan, who y'all picks?
Milwaukee and the Clippers.
Sheesh. Milwaukee Lakers. I'm riding. I'm riding LeBron. I mean, I know it'll be a tough wait, but I mean, I don't know about the Clippers. Like, if somebody don't avoid Houston second round, I don't know. I think not that they get beat, but they get pushed and banged up a little bit. So we'll see.
My thing about the Clippers is they do have the depth necessary to play with lineups. Say somebody gets burnt out or you got to adjust to an injury. They do have the depth to still compete at a high level compared to most teams. And also with the Lakers, while they do have LeBron and AD, two top 5 players in the league, they're very top heavy. After LeBron and AD, they don't necessarily have the balance to make up for those two.
Drop off a shot.
Right.
Yeah, I would pick the Lakers and Bucks, number 1 seeds.
So what's your difference between Lakers and Clippers?
Lakers got. I just think the Lakers are a little bit too big, and they got Dwight Howard, the X factor. Dwight Howard's gonna get his first ring, whether you like it or not, and then he's gonna be a Hall of Famer.
I mean, he's already a Hall of Famer without the ring.
That's gonna put him past Patrick Ewing.
No, it's not.
Dad, you think Bron gonna have a good? You think Bron gonna have a good series on against the Clippers?
Yeah, he'll get his.
You gonna have a LeBron series, a LeBron playoff series? You think?
What does that mean? Like 30-something? Nah, maybe he won't. Maybe he won't score as much because he got Davis there. I think Davis is the one who
gonna eat?
Who'll have a monster? Yeah, because they don't have nobody to guard him.
Okay. Yeah, and I mean in the games they play, right? Davis kind of. I mean, some games like sometimes I look at him like, damn, I wish the scoring was a little more impactful. But in some games, his ability to cover different positions kind of surprises me, right? Like the way he was able to switch on Kawhi and Paul. I'm like, oh wait, what the heck? I didn't know he had that there. So we'll see. Yeah, I don't think I knew he was as versatile defensively as he is. Covering ground and not giving them much. I mean, kind of impressed me.
I mean, they don't have the size, but them not having the size didn't affect them against the Lakers. In none of the games played, they still, even with AD scoring, Harold, Zubac, then they I mean, when Morris came that third game, he didn't play well, but he's another body to add to that's still, versatile. That size mismatch that they had, the Lakers never abused it.
I will say this. It was 3 close games with LeBron not being aggressive for 2 of them. So you gotta feel that LeBron's gonna gun for at least 28 points when playoffs start, right? So
28 against the Clippers.
He averaged 28 for his career.
This is not the same LeBron though.
Bro, like with 28.
Oh no, he'll get 28. He can get 28 without trying.
Yeah, that's 28? like 22. That's like 22 shots from him, bro. He got 20 the last game on him in a regular season game.
28?
Nah, he could get 28. I think so.
He might do
I don't know if it's gonna be the most efficient, but he'll get that. I think.
I can see a 25.
Bro, the LA role players ain't gonna score as much. So who gonna score? That means they gonna get punched?
No, they're not getting punched. It's gonna go 6-7.
So I'm saying if the role players don't score and they ain't get punched, then LeBron gonna have to be scoring more.
I think Kawhi, Paul George. I think they're gonna have enough bodies to make sure that he's not doing to average 28, bro.
Nah, he'll get it. It might not be on like 50% shooting, but I think he could get it.
He didn't got 30 something on Paul George's whole career.
It's not the same LeBron, bro. It's not the same LeBron.
So wait, so LeBron was getting 30 something plus on Paul George, right? Like a different LeBron. So
Different LeBron.
This version of LeBron can't get 4 or 5 points less. What's the difference? He gonna get 7 to 10 points less.
No, I'm saying 25. I'm saying he'll average 25 for that series. I don't think LeBron's gonna score high 30s this playoffs. I think he's gonna do, the early round he might do is 26 to 30 just to play with the HC. But like that second round, third round final, if they get to the finals, I don't think he's scoring like that.
Bro, if he's not scoring, they're not gonna win.
Well, if they get past the Clippers, then he's not going to necessarily have to really OD score against Milwaukee. I think in the series their focus will be to negate Giannis best they could, and then LeBron can score in spurts. I think against the Clippers for them to win, he has to score, but I don't think he will.
Sheesh.
You know what I'm saying? Against Milwaukee, he could do his, ultimate playmaker IQ thing. He could do his 25 to 27, but
I think he's in position to score more against the Bucks because I think the Bucks have let people guard him.
Bro, LeBron getting his no matter what, man.
What happened in the ESPN game against the Clippers? He was against the Bucks. He was wilding. The Clippers he didn't shoot too well. The Bucks he was like looking like he was 3 years younger.
What? Okay, now watch this. That game, the second one he did, not the first one.
He was hurt.
He was hurt in the first one.
Remember he got hurt the game before against Indiana.
I don't think I'm running with that, but you know what I'm saying.
Whatever the case, he wasn't as aggressive. When he was aggressive against Milwaukee, it looked like he was by far better than Giannis. Like at that point, he's not, but it looked like he was clearly a better player.
If LeBron is doing the inefficient thing, the Lakers is definitely gonna win. If he's not worried about efficiency, they're gonna win. But he's not gonna play like that.
What you mean? What are you talking about?
Most of his scoring career is going to be efficient, bro. That's him. Like,
what the hell does that mean? If he's not worried about efficiency,
I'm saying if he go in there emptying the clip, we're not worried.
If he do it Iverson, then they're gonna win. But if he don't do it Iverson, they're gonna lose.
How many high scoring LeBron series is he not efficient? Almost
none. I'm not saying I'm saying if he's not worried about it. I'm not saying that he's not.
I don't think he worries about it in the playoffs.
Bro.
In the regular season, I thought he was. Bro, in the playoffs,
nah. He was worried against Boston and them. Boston, Toronto. He was worried with none of that.
Bro, that's ideal LeBron for me. But he don't play like that all the time.
And he wasn't.
Oh my God.
He wasn't. What about that against Golden State?
You sure?
Yeah, bro. In the funny part, in the 4 years, he averages like 35 points against them. Bro. In the 4 years, bro. Like that's same point, but that's a lot of points.
Bro, you know what's carrying that, right? That 2015.
Bro, the next year,
that's LeBron. That's LeBron. Like best finals for me.
We talked about that last time.
What? No, it's not.
Nah, bro. We talked about that last time. We all agreed that he wouldn't have shot that much if he was more efficient that year.
That LeBron by himself is the epitome of what necessary when you're playing high leverage teams.
He's never gonna shoot that way because he never gonna shoot that bad.
No, bro. He shot high volume because the players weren't capable. Not because I'm shooting bad.
He missed high volume, bro.
I mean. That his three was off, but everything else he was still finishing. He finished at the rim.
He shot the three better than he shot in the previous rounds, bro. Like I think he was.
No, I'm talking about for the whole play. I'm talking about for the playoffs though. Like he shot bad from three because.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. His feet was down. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he still was finished at the rim. He still had the baby mid range. He was still getting the post, like to set up.
Bro, The next year he did 29.7 against them, right? The year after he does 34. The year after he does 35. Like these are a lot of points, bro. Like
yeah, you tripping,
he got
bro.
a 50 on him, son. Like you're like because he is scoring overtime. Like,
you know how I feel about the 50.
But it's a lot of points scored.
It's a dumb feeling. We don't care. What are you talking about?
The first 4 quarters is great until he didn't want to play.
So cool. First quarter is the 48 still. Like
bro,
that's
no. That's amazing. But the idea of okay, I'm gonna get these numbers and make sure that my efficiency looks good. It's gonna mask certain things. You can look at the 2018 and be like, he got the numbers, but it's not. That 2018 is nowhere near 2015, and his numbers in 2018 are better than 2015, right?
Bro, it's
efficiency,
better, right? 2018 is better. You can keep doing
It's not better, bro.
No, you mean the finals or the playoffs?
The finals.
Oh, I mean,
I don't know. I guess
Golden State is also worse in 2015, bro. It's a worse Golden State team. If it's the same Golden State team in 18, he beats them. Without KD, bro, he beats them.
No. Well, if that 2015 Braun is playing.
No, bro. I mean, 2018 Braun against 2015. Like 2018 playing Braun against 2015, he beats them because he's not missing like that. He's shooting 57%. Like, I think he lost 15 because the Kyrie and Kevin thing was a thing, but if he's more efficient, he beats them. Those close games, he's scoring more points. I think some games he just couldn't. He was scoring enough, but it wasn't as effective. If he's scoring like 2018, he beating them.
2015, he kept them in the game, bro.
Yeah, while shooting 40% from the floor.
So
imagine he's doing the same thing.
He was only shooting like that because the team wasn't capable of.
At 2018, what? 2018 was capable of the same thing.
But he didn't play the same though. He wasn't gunning the same though. He wasn't gunning the same, bro.
He played the same for 3 games, son. The only game he really checked out was game 4.
Game 2 too.
Bro, game 2 he had 29 points. He shot 50%. He had 29, 13, and 9, bro.
Bro, you gotta watch the game.
They got overwhelmed early. Like that's just how it is sometimes.
Nah, when LeBron want to take it there, you can't overwhelm him, bro. When he want to take it there.
Whatever, man.
The same argument could have been said for 2015. He didn't go overwhelmed.
Because they weren't as good. There was no KD there.
Bro, he didn't have no Kyrie, no Kevin Love. His second best player was Dellavedova.
Bro, the gap between him and Steph Curry was further than. 2016 Steph is better, right? The Warriors system is better, and KD's there 18. It's a better team. That's why he got overwhelmed.
Bro, I think 2015. I mean, top heavy wise, yeah, but the depth on 15 and 16 is way better than 18.
18 is smoking 15, bro.
I mean, they got KD, but I'm saying
that's why he was overwhelmed. It's a lot to deal with.
It's
2 heavy P's, son. Like it's a lot.
I mean, the same could have been said 25. Bro, his second best player is Dellavedova, bro. Dellavedova, Iman Shumpert, bro, trash. Come on.
But no one is messing with him on Golden State 2015, right? KD is right there with him. It's different. There's less margin for error in 2018.
Bro. Listen, man. LeBron gonna get his numbers, man. So if it's gonna be efficient,
what's his numbers against the Clippers? What's his numbers? So we're gonna mark it down right now.
28, 9 and 8.
29 and 8. What he shooting?
49%.
Whoa. Okay.
48 to 40. Yeah.
I'm gonna say 28, 7 and 7.
47 to 49%. I'm saying from the floor.
All right. So you saying 28, 9 and 8, 47 to 49%.
Yeah.
Devin, you saying 28, 7 and 7. What he shooting?
Probably like 45.
45. Okay. Now, if he's doing that, if he's shooting 45, he needs to be averaging 30.
Where you come up with these calculations, man?
I'm just saying, bro. If he gunning like that, first off, if he's shooting 45%, that means he's gunning. Like it don't matter.
Yeah, he's probably shooting over 20.
You know what I'm saying? So, and if he's doing that, how much is AD scoring?
Yeah, that's the thing. So he might. That's why I said 28, because then AD might get 30. I think they both gonna combine to average 60.
Yeah, AD gets 30 easy, bro. Like it's the fact that I don't know, but AD, you look up and AD got like 34 points. I mean, like it's sometimes you weird. You're like, yo, he didn't even score today. So yeah, AD get 28, 20, I think 27 plus also.
And y'all got the Lakers winning.
I hope so. Yeah, I got the within 6.
6 games. And what you got there?
I got the Lakers in 5.
5 games?
Bro,
I'm going there. We always pick 6. Why? 6 everything. No, 5.
Bro, you think the Lakers is that much better than the Clippers?
It don't be honest bad. I mean, you can have 5 close games.
Bro,
yeah.
Bro, the Clippers only getting 1 game?
5.
That's excessive, bro.
Bro, Kawhi better be Kawhi against Philly, right? Because people, what poor George done did in play against in real homie time. He didn't do nothing.
All right, Paul. But I'm saying Paul with Kawhi would be better.
Paul was in Russell. What he did?
Russell's not Kawhi.
Paul was playing Utah. He was playing Joey Ingles. What he did? I don't know, son. Like I get it. People love playing LeBron. I mean, it's weird, but
You saying 1 game?
I'm saying 2.
Oh no. All right. No. So
yeah. So 1 game. It's fine. Mark it down. I don't care.
All right. Well, I'm marking that down. I got the Clippers in 6. I think if the Lakers win, he needs to be doing 30. He got to be doing 30, especially we already spoke about the lack of perimeter scoring on that team. You're gonna if the Lakers are gonna win with LeBron not averaging 30, Kuzma got to step up way more than what he's been doing. They got to get consistent shooting from Danny Green. They're losing Avery Bradley defensively, and to y'all point about the size mismatch, like I said, they haven't dominated in that area for the Clippers to really be afraid of them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Wait till Dwight Howard get in shape, bro, and then you're gonna see. That's why I said 5.
Bro, so
I bet you Dwight Howard he gonna average a double-double.
What?
Double-double. You think they're gonna play JaVale McGee over Dwight Howard?
JaVale McGee in the playoffs is gonna be way more effective than
Nah,
Dwight.
bro.
I promise. I promise.
Nah. Get that hate out your heart, bro.
Bro, it's no hate. I watched JaVale McGee the last 3 playoffs.
Bro, Dwight Howard's averaging 12 and 10.
He gonna play that much minutes?
Yeah. You can't trust JaVale McGee. You ever watch Shaq in the Fool?
Bro, I watched JaVale McGee in the last 3 finals. He played really, really well.
That's because he's on the Warriors. He didn't have to do nothing. He's on the greatest team. He's on the greatest team ever assembled. He didn't have to do nothing.
No, bro, but he still performed. He performed, right?
Bro.
JaVale the last 2 years on the Lakers has been pretty good.
Bro. He's not going to play over Dwight Howard. If he play over Dwight Howard, that's dumb. That's dumb.
This is not bro. You think this is Dwight Howard from 2008 to 20?
It don't have to. That's why I said 12 and 10, not 20 and 10. 12 and 10. Something like. Or maybe like 10 and 10. He might not get the ball a lot. Yo, JaVale averaged 6 points this year. He's whack. Nobody cares.
And what Dwight doing?
Like 6.8, probably the same thing. A little more.
Let me see. Hold up.
What Dwight doing? We can check that right now.
He averaging 8. He averaging 8 and 7. And under 20 minutes. So if he played, his per 36 is crazy. So if he played 30 minutes, he played 30 minutes, that's at least 15 and 10.
Wait, okay.
Hey, come on, bro.
Time out. JaVale's playing 17 minutes, putting up 7 and 6. And Dwight's doing 20.
That's because JaVale plays in garbage time.
Well, and against all of the in the key Clippers game, JaVale played more than Dwight. And against Milwaukee.
Okay, did they win those games? No, they kept losing, right? Until the last game, they finally won. Because Dwight Howard.
Dwight Howard. It wasn't Avery Bradley. It was Dwight.
Him too, but I'm saying Avery Bradley not playing.
I'm gonna miss Avery.
So
I'm gonna miss Avery. I don't know. It's kind of tough for me. I like Avery.
Well, we're gonna see. We got another month. Obviously, there's gonna be some changes and additions that, like we said in the previous pods, teams are gonna get 2 extra spots to add on. So let's see what Portland, Utah, Denver, the teams in the middle of the pack do to prepare and then chase against these top tier teams like Milwaukee, the Lakers, the Clippers. You do have those sleeper teams in the middle that could throw a little wrench in it, like y'all mentioned, Toronto and Boston, who are probably the most balanced teams in the East. Boston has the star power to edge out Toronto, but Toronto has that championship pedigree, except they don't have the what. So let's see how that looks. Philly, X Factor, I'm going with that. They got to get out of their own way, though.
Oh, my God.
That being said, though.
X Factor.
X Factor.
You're going to lose in the first round.
Depending on the matchup.
No, it don't.
If we play Boston in the first round, we could beat Boston.
They're going to lose.
We already beat
It'll
Boston.
be tough.
We beat Boston. We beat Boston 3-1 regular season.
Nobody cares, bro.
I'm just
Nobody
saying
cares.
that's what happened. And they held Tatum to 37% shooting during the season.
I don't care.
Just saying. Boston don't want to play us. We don't want to play. Our biggest issue this season has been Miami. I don't know why. All of those games have been close, but they've been able to close those games out. They're gonna get healthy. They're gonna get their shooting back. 2 key shooters, Duncan Robinson, Tyler Hero, and great coaching. Miami could pose a threat.
Me too. Yeah. And
but
Jim. Yeah.
I'm not scared of Jimmy. Jimmy doesn't scare me.
That's just sour grapes, bro.
Nah, Jimmy don't scare me. Jimmy puts up a tough. Jimmy's confidence is necessary for that team. He's a great leader for that team, but he's not doing prolific numbers. He's putting up, tough 20-point games, which is good. But in the playoffs, you need real scoring. Against Philly, the only reason why they're winning is because we shoot ourselves in the foot in a lot of those games. We're usually ahead or in position to close out. I think in the series, we can overwhelm them. But in terms of the matchup, they're probably our toughest matchup for the first round.
I mean, I guess. Y'all going to lose in the first round. It's fine.
That's what you hope for. Don't pray on that downfall.
I don't have to pray for nothing. We about to get the number 1 pick. Then we're going to trade it. And then we're going to look up, man. I'm chilling. And NBA season might not happen anyway, so listen, man. Y'all not winning the chip either, so we in the same boat.
We're going to see what's up, man. We're going to see what's up. We got, before we get out of here, where can they meet y'all at? Or where can they reach y'all at? Twitter, Instagram, anything
Sir
else?
Nix-a-Lot, all platforms. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, everything.
You're not good. You're not Twitter and Instagram.
Shout out to your pod that you just started Behaving Dadly as well. Where can they find that at?
Oh yeah, check that out on iTunes. Behaving Dadly. We just did one yesterday. It's gonna go up today. I gotta have y'all on, man, because we gotta talk about some sports. Y'all gonna have kids soon, man. So if y'all need some advice on how to be fathers, just check that out.
Say no more. All right. Thank y'all for your time. We're going to tap back in. This is the GrAE Area. Stay tuned for much more. Peace.
Yes, sir.